Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact, and we're 340 plus hours into this game, and still this game amazes me, impresses me all the freaking time, and this story that we've been going through for the past 2 episodes has been one of the best presentations I've seen of a story in a video game. Just straight up. From the first feeling I've had when we started this to now, my mind is like a wreck. It's boggled sometimes, and it's just so impressive to me. I'm so happy that we even get to like even nearly do something like this. It's so cool.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Paimon, personally, I think you help me all the time. I think it's so interesting though and so cool that like our character's like taking that time though. Our character's like, look, being very mature, I'm gonna just take some time to think. You know what I mean? I need to think. Sometimes you need this, man. Like sometimes you really need this.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Oh, she's so tired. It's already that time already. You know what's interesting about just sitting down and gathering your thoughts that is so good? There's been so many times where I'm just like constantly doing stuff. And like one day I remember like it was a few weeks back, I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit outside with my cat for a bit. You know, just sit outside with my cat. It's a lovely day. I sit outside and like an hour goes by so fast because it's almost like because if there's so much noise all the time, because you know, we have so many screens, we're always listening to stuff, we're either going to stuff, talking to people. There's so many screens all the time that when you actually take that time to just sit in silence for a bit, it was like almost another world. It's a different area in like time and space. It's so interesting.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Oh, she's so, like, again, this was the exuberant, vibrant person we saw when we first started here.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now?
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Paimon's so enthusiastic. Again, like I said, always keeps us going. Always. The best companion you could ever ask for, having around with you all the time. Yeah, just honestly the best companion you could ask for. I'm enjoying this Let's Play so freaking much, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. It just feels very, very good. And we're only like in our second week. No, are we? Yeah, we're technically our second full week has started with Sumeru. And already we're like doing some crazy stuff. Doing some crazy, crazy stuff. I'm having the time of my life. And like, I've said it before. I think I said it last time. I love the confusion. I love feeling confused sometimes in games. Barbara, this suits you so much, this weather. Barbara was prepared. She's so prepared. Da 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 da.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks
He's
of
probably
your
gonna have to explain a
faces,
little bit of it to me because like my mind is everywhere right now.
Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
So let's see. Okay. Let's listen to all this and let's try our best. I can't guarantee anything, guys, because again, my mind is all over the place with this.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
So it needs a gnosis. Does that mean there's a possibility that someone has a gnosis who is operating this? We know that archons have a gnosis, right? We also know that Scaramouche also has a gnosis also. That he got from the Electro Archon.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Yeah.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
Okay.
Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence.
So maybe this is the one we actually have to go with? I'm still gonna listen to everything he
The
says.
moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Who knows when we get to hear Zack again?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
So maybe we can associate this with this? Yeah. The truth behind the dreams.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Oh my god. The truth behind the dreams.
People in Sumeru think they
So it is
don't
like a
dream.
feeding thing, like it's
The
something they're
truth is
taking, you
the
know? But maybe not
Akasha
exactly
steals
what I was
their
saying.
dreams without them knowing it.
In fact, it's different from what I'm saying. I'm not going to take credit for that being like, oh, I got it right, because like my theory was different. I think I was thinking of it as like it was feeding something else.
And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do
But they're being
dream
taken
after
away
all.
when they get
In
older.
fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Man, like this is what I'm saying. Like that theme constantly of having like your ambitions and your dreams and your hopes and like throughout the entire game of like trying to reach them and having them being taken away from you constantly.
Correct answer.
But in this sense, it's
Now,
more like of a direct,
How did
obviously,
you
approach.
conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Okay, so the Akasha requires a gnosis.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Right.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Okay.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace,
And it grants the
and
knowledge.
it grants knowledge to the people.
So which one do we go with? The first one?
That doesn't sound
No?
right.
The Akasha is a manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. This one?
That doesn't
No?
sound
It grants the
right.
knowledge to people? I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to this one.
doesn't
Of course,
sound
it's the
right.
last one I pick. Guys, honestly, I did not know the answer to this one.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right?
So they're able to control
That
it
would
like
explain
the,
why the Akasha has the ability
Aranara?
to control people's dreams too.
This is getting thicker.
But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
Yeah, I always like saw it as I think it's what like you unpacking the day. You know what I mean? Whenever I have a day of like a lot, I've said this before. When I have a day of like full of anxiety or anything like that, like my dream will be related to that anxiety. I found on days where like I play my guitar a lot and like play to like a song in the background. Like some days I will have a dream that I'm like the guitar player for a band or something like that on stage, and it's like really cool. And you wake up and you're like, I think I was talking to someone in the comment section as well. How I was like, that's like my favorite type of dream when you wake up and you're like, oh my god, I'm the guitar player for Slipknot. Oh,
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it.
Wow.
Hama remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Ruka.
Yeah, it's not a blessing. It's definitely not a blessing.
So it was all a dirty
So we kind of taught this, though, didn't we? We kind of like felt it wasn't a blessing.
The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
And they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Okay, here we go. Let's try this because again, I didn't get that very well. The first one we got okay. The second one I'm not always good at these for sure.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Right. Okay.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized.
So this one here?
Those spaces kept disappearing before.
No, sorry, the one up here then, is it?
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
So, is that related to? Can we associate this with the Grand Sage's speech? No. The festival. Okay, no. Hold on a second. Let's interpret our things first of all.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Okay. I feel like I'm in like an Ace Attorney game.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
So wait, I want to try associate this with this, the sound. No? Or this? Okay, I'm so dumb. Okay, I thought that maybe we say like it comes with the sound, but I guess not. So okay, hold on a second here. Let's try this because I'm good at these sometimes, and other times I'm so bad at these.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Mass production of dreams. Wait, we can't interpret it.
Correct.
Wait.
The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
So we thought this as well, didn't we? We said this. We said something like this earlier on, but like again, I wasn't able to like interpret it there. But we said in the last one that we felt that though they were keeping us in this state because it keeps us from like fighting back. Because like, okay, so we're celebrating the Archon every single day. We're celebrating Nahida every single day.
Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha.
Oh my god, what? They're harvesting people's dreams.
No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle.
And that's why we're so tired.
People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha.
That's
And so it
that's
continues.
disgustingly like terrifying, right? It's like you're taking their dreams.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Jesus, guys, Freddy Akasha Kruger over here.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
She should be like a teacher. Look at her. She's gonna teach us now.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Oh my god, that's so good. I didn't even pick up that on that aspect. So like, yeah, the idea is like that stuff in this thing is still a dream, right? Like obviously, like it's real. It's more real than an actual dream. But like, some of the items that we obtain in this world are just part of the dream. They're not part of what we actually see in real life.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
You are Nahida, the moon. Illusions, lies.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming?
So wait, she's an illusion?
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the...
Wait, this?
That doesn't
No,
sound
it's
right.
the moon. Yeah, okay. I thought they were trying to trick me.
So you know
She told you she was the moon before. You are Lesser Lord Kusanali. I realized this because of your voice in the dream that we saw earlier on. Pretty freaking cool.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
You know what's funny? Like a lot of people, I think a few people in the comments are like, "Oh, you didn't know this already?" And like the thing is with Genshin, I need people to understand this. Like, you know, and I think some people know about this. I stay out of the Genshin like community in terms of like interacting with it on like Twitter and on like other social media sites. I don't watch any Genshin videos because I like to make sure that my feed and stuff is like pretty much like as little to do with Genshin as possible. For a while there, for like a few days, like Genshin stuff started showing up on my feed. But what I did was just didn't interact with anything to do with it, or quote it or like it or anything like this. Because that's the best way that then Twitter goes, oh, he doesn't like this then, you know, even though I do like it. It's the best way to go like, okay, just never see this stuff again. So I haven't seen any Genshin stuff on my feed in a while. It's because I want to stay as like fresh going into this as possible.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose it.
Okay. Well, it took me 7 months, but okay.
Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for
Yep.
info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet
Just
you like
randomly met
this.
you. I have a lot of questions for you, but this doesn't seem like a good time. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yes, those can wait until.
And I'm
we're
excited
back
to
in
find
real
all
life.
those answers for sure. Because we've been wanting to find you for a while.
On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have
Yeah,
about
I
here
love.
and now.
By the way, it's such a cool reveal, like for anyone who wouldn't know, but I guess everyone would have kind of guessed by now. Like, what's so cool about this is like having like an archon be like, you knew I was the archon all the time. I was like, of course. Like, Jesus, come on. Why couldn't you simply tell us the truth?
You asked me this question before.
Yes, she
The
said it would
answer
literally blow
was,
us our mind,
it would
blow our
literally
mind. Yeah.
blow your minds. Now that you know this is
Literally,
all a
like,
dream, this
brain's
answer
gone.
should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, "Don't wake a sleepwalker"? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
Why did the sages manage to keep people from? How did the sages manage to keep people from noticing us? This.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sumeru's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway.
True.
And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha.
See, that's actually like that's true. Like we I think I heard it's fact. Maybe I'm wrong. You can correct me. We dream like every night, but sometimes we just don't remember our dreams.
So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sumeru's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
Right.
Never mind, Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
So what's kind of crazy about that is again then is like if we like we couldn't say exactly what because we couldn't remember everything, right? So how many more times have we dreamed in this place that we can't remember?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu.
Yeah, there we go. And it's only through the her.
Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sumeru's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Why can you see the truth? How people must keep noticing this about the side effects of the mass pursuit stream? Yeah, this is interesting too.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
I do love how inquisitive you are about this because there's a lot we need to learn about this.
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people
There
can
we go.
tolerate.
Yeah, we're so tired. People who are already sick, as you see with Dunya's art, is like nearly done. Like they've never seen them so tired.
Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
Yep. Okay, great. Yeah, not great. Not great that's happening, but great that like we can know this now. You know what I mean?
People's lives are at stake here,
Mhm.
and nobody knows a thing. We've got to put a stop
Yep.
to this.
You're right, Paimon. You're right.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
I thought she was like complaining like, "Oh, my birthday of all days," but no, she's just like, "Hey, like it's associated with me, so it makes you like more interested." You know?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow. Now that's strange. The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
So we interpreting things again? Okay. Dreams with no human presence?
Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
Right.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Okay.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
This is something that's still been... Yeah, this line has stuck with me since he said
Celebrate
it.
the birth of that god? Could it mean...
So I don't have any more questions.
deceiving the people
This is
of
crazy
Sumeru
good.
with no regard for their safety? No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
Yes, no, 100%, you're so right.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their archon's back? This is ridiculous! In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
There's something so beautiful about that line, right?
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
I mean, we know they're like the idea of a sun and a moon has been a concept in this game that has been, you know, that we've heard before. You know, just recently with Enka, right? And it is like such a normal like thing to be a concept in everything, because like the sun and the moon on our planet is everything. You know, on Earth it's everything. Oh no, no.
Oh, we're out of time today. I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
So we're gonna do it.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanagi?
I think she probably likes the heat, but we'll see. Oh, already she's kind of like, man.
Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Wait, what?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now
What?
is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way.
What?
Are we too late?
No, no, no.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer enjoy
No.
the constant dream harvesting.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Of course there's a frustration. We were so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what?
She's not the real
Is she
Dunyarzad.
also going to disappear?
What? This is so wrong. And like with this beautiful song in the background.
She's actually something like a puppet, but not
Oh
completely.
no.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream.
This is horrible.
So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
This is so not right. Just like that. And we knew she was fading away. We could feel she was fading away. I thought we'd have more time. I feel so bad.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
I feel so bad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler.
Like the Raging Shogun's puppet. It's like, yeah, they're there and they're like they're carrying out like what they would do on day to day, but they don't have the same exuberance, right?
You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad
This
might
is
not
so
have been too
effed.
different from a puppet. Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
I'm sorry, it's just hard to get over this so quickly, you know what I mean? Like, I know they don't want us to, but like, this is a soul that was so vibrant, that helped us so much.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person.
Oh man.
But even so, she still...
Nahida, you did so much for her then. Like, it meant so much to her. Like, she was so appreciative of life, and she loved life. She wanted to have no regrets. This is so painful. Like, it's not even like this thing that's like I'm too like frustrated and upset to even like shed tears right now. I'm like so like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's more like this feeling in my stomach that there's like a fire in there, and like the rest of my body is like really stiff. It feels so bad.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real archon.
And this is what they've made her feel, the people in the academia. But like, already like you're showing like what it means to be an archon. Why we love the other archons is still in you.
I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sumeru's
I don't
festival with so many regrets.
Okay, now I want to cry. Oh no. But like, if I could explain it in this way, right? To Nahida, like, it's understandable to feel this way. Every single archon we've met has regrets, has things that they feel terrible about, have things that they would go back and change. We know this. Is there one archon in this game that we haven't had to have them like have a reflection on their life and wish that they did something different? No, there's not. At least one aspect of their life. Again, you have everything that I love about the archons in this game within you, and I already see it.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
Like, I really feel like they just made her doubt herself with all the stuff they've done about her. Like, like, you guys see it too, right? Everything that we love about the archons, I see that, like, that care for other people, that magicalness that, like, when you meet them, you can see it right away, you can feel it amongst them, right? That there's something extremely different about them. Even like the desire, the want to want your people to be better. This is something that has been in every single archon, even if it's not always been done the right way. Like, for sure, like we can say with Raiden Shogun, is definitely for sure not done the right way. We know this. But there's always that desire in them.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real archon. Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real archons are still allowed to be sad.
Yes. And this is something I've seen so much in this game as well, where like we're talking to like Zhongli, and I'm like, and like he's expressing how he feels to us, and it's like, man, I just want you to start bawling with me. Same with Venti, when we found him up on top of the statue, he's sitting there for a reason, like feeling like I want them to be able to just bawl. I want them to be able to cry, let it all out.
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Yes,
We must
yes.
end the samsara
This
as
is
soon
so
as possible.
bad. Like, Dunyar's was the best. She was the absolute best.
Great, but how do we do that? Although the Sumeru's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So, how should we find that person? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness.
It's hard for me. I'm sorry, guys. It's hard for me to like move on from this completely because like, yeah, we're gonna have to do the next part of the mission, but I don't like how it's making Nahida feel, and it makes me so sad as well how, like, of all people, Dunya's are. And again, like, they set up the story perfectly that this was going to be absolutely heartbreaking as someone who, like, cares so much about the festival, is such a devout follower, wants what's best for everyone around her.
Which means, with the power of imagination, they can
Just wanted to
change
live.
anything in this dream. Imagination? What do you mean by that? Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it.
Okay.
However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server
So it's
really
like
will
warping your
bring you
dreams, I
gold and
guess?
Mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we have to find the host and let them know that they're in a dream so they can change it.
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Okay, we can try that.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Does it have to be someone with a gnosis, or is that something different?
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
Paimon's listening.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
So you're leaving?
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went? Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical,
Oh, man.
romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
They do. I totally agree with this because I love the idea of dreams as a concept, right?
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far, only for
Paimon,
Dinner's
it's
not
devastating. It's 100% it's okay to be upset. It's devastating. It's still messing with my head.
She was such a good person, with
Oh.
such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
Yeah, no, she's right. It's dirt. It's so bad. Like, obviously, writing-wise, it's good, but like, it's like I didn't expect her to fade away just like that. I feel so demoralized. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole
She has
time.
literally been like our guiding light through this whole experience of coming here to Sumeru City. She has been our guiding force.
But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler.
Yeah.
Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara.
And
for
she's just
her
gone.
sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Faris.
Oh, that would make sense. Faris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the wholesome Zeru's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
This has been so devastating. And like, it's so, like, here's the thing, yes, it's the concept of the idea of dreams and all this stuff is sad to begin with, right? It's already a sad thing to begin with. Like, having a character who, like, just wants no regrets in life, so desperately in this dream, wanting to just see Nilou dance and just every day it's taken away from her until she fades away. It's disgustingly sad. It's devastating. Like Wonder said, it's demoralizing.
Go, Barbara, go!
That like all and here's the thing, Nilou's dance is not the important aspect of it. Right? Obviously, she wanted to see Nilou's dance, but it's a celebration of her entire like existence on like worshiping the Lesser Lord Kusanali. It's like a culmination. Getting to see a dance that really does celebrate the birthday of the thing of the archon that she has worshipped. It shows that her life is like almost like come full circle. It's like the idea of having no regrets, like as like a just like a ethereal concept, not just like a literal concept of like, oh, I just want to see this dance. It meant so much to her.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain.
And we barely know this guy in his
taking
world.
part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
This guy's getup is pretty great, though, isn't it?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine a wish coming true before you. This is very smart. Oh my god, if this works out.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishes!
I can always count on Paimon to cheer me up, right? Always.
Okay. My wish. Okay.
Oh,
I'm a little
stop.
nervous saying
Oh,
this out
stop.
loud, but I want
Don't you
Mr.
dare.
Rosad to be happy.
Stop.
Oh,
That is so bad.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't
Oh,
really talking to anyone.
no. This game hates me. I didn't think Genshin hated me. I love Genshin. Genshin hates me, apparently. That's so sad.
She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind.
Stop.
And all the kids love her.
I know. She was amazing.
I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her or something.
Okay, like, do you want me to, like, buy you a special knife so when you dig it into my heart, it's not as freaking sore and the pain doesn't last as long? Quick as possible?
so you have a crush
Oh,
on
jeez, I'm gonna
Dinya's
die.
eye?
I'm gonna freaking die. Oh, my God.
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
Twisting the knife. Twisting the knife. You know the way when they like it's like they're listening and they know I can't resist love either. This game is freaking heartbreaking.
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers
Stop.
onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone
Cease.
to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival.
Cease this, please. This is devastating. My heart is pounding. Like it's an experience like no. This is like, again, the perfect word: demoralizing. Demoralizing.
What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of
Oh
Flowers
my
for
God.
the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
F. There was like this like barrier of like tears where I was like, I'm not crying. I'm not like, I'm not like I'm not that sad. And then like not that type of sad. Like I was sad, but like I was like, why am I like, usually I'd be bawling in something like this, and of course it took something like this to just break the freaking dam. Jesus, man.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much.
Dude.
Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty
No, love is
embarrassing.
never embarrassing. Love is no, it is. Love is supposed to be cringy. We're gonna be like everyone freaking loved that girl. I'm so sorry for sniffling, guys. I'm so freaking sorry.
Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now
What?
with a smile on her face. Here goes.
This is so sad. Like, I need a second. I need a second before anything happens here. Because like, and like, I know it's because like I remember like I was a kid, I played Final Fantasy X, and from that moment onwards, I was like, love stories are the most amazing thing in the world. And having someone be like, I want to be your knight for 50 years, maybe 100 years, forever. It's beautiful.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're
Did it work?
What?
Fucky. Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per
So it's
person.
not him.
Back home you go.
This whole story is like gonna rip me to shreds over and over again.
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
As long as she's happy. Can I just say, other people might find you cringy. I think you are a 100% charming man. And you have connected with my heart so quickly.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
This whole this whole chapter has made me feel so many different emotions. Pain,
Seems like
sadness,
everyone who knows Dunyarzad
apprehension.
loves her, but none of them has any idea that she.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's even worse. It's like someone is so beloved, and the world just keeps turning. Because I knew if they actually knew that something had happened to her, all of them would stop right now. The whole festival would stop.
My lady, step back.
That's the
sounds
the other version.
Oh right, this is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Wander saying this is exactly how I feel right. It's like wanting to get your frustrations out in something.
Huh? But Dia can
He's frustrated, Paimon. He wants to get it out in someone. He's frustrated. Should we change our party just to something that like we know we can use well? Man, that whole conversation was killing me. Absolutely killing me. And like I get like because of the weather changes, I get like sniffles anyway, and like so it makes it like a lot worse. That's my best party. Jeez, we heard it from all the way over here. Yeah, this is just our character wanting to get her frustrations out. That's all it is.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Take Dunyarzad and leave?
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath.
You... fine, alright. Knock yourself
Yeah, this
out.
is so interesting having like
I'm
Wander to be so worked up
anyway.
like
It's
this.
not like I don't trust your fighting skills.
I love when they very much show like the human aspects of his character. Like it means the world to me.
Anyway, watch yourself.
They do it a lot more as the time has gone on. I think it is because things have changed with him, for sure. His character has changed. He's gone through much more. I think he's just sick of it as well.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself.
Buddy, you're gonna die.
You're going down.
You're gonna die.
A new punch lucky today.
No, my sword.
Well, the turning, like, yeah, that thing to me is like so interesting. The turning to sand, like almost like the returning to like the desert. Oh, that was such a cool animation. Holy hell, that was such a cool animation.
Teamwork is dreamwork. By royal
It's like fighting, like, but like I've never like. Just being honest with my feelings as I'm fighting this, it's like the most like what's the word for it I'm looking for, where I'm fighting, but like there's no
Traveler?
excitement in the fight.
Were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
There it is. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like for him, he's frustrated. For me, I'm just like really kind of like sad and down about it, man. Like I didn't feel any anger. He felt the anger, and I think it's such a good writing point. For me, as I was fighting that fight, I literally didn't have any emotions towards the actual fight itself. I wasn't thinking about any exhilaration, about any practice. I was just thinking about how freaking sad this is. I'm just angry at myself. This is fantastic in terms of writing. I'm so sad for Wander as well. Like he's had to go through so much all the time, and again, he's probably sick of it. He's probably sick of losing things, sick of like having to like deal with like the constant barrage of like, how do I say it, like, well, like the sadness that comes along with this journey. He's felt it so many times.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to
She's
see
right.
you two like
She's
this.
right. Oh, look at our poor boy. This is one of the times where I separate myself from him. You know what I mean? Like it happens because when you see him like duck his head down, you're like, I just want to give him a hug.
Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Oh yes, I've forgotten all about that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Maybe it'll give us some clues.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle
You're right,
in a
Paimon. You're right.
haystack search.
Paimon is so freaking good at being that supportive friend, and that's what I mean. Wander would have been gone if it wasn't for what Paimon's able to do for him. Constantly, remember the time when her sister arrived? The first thing she did, she made sure he was safe, emotionally like at least stable, so that we could get out there and then talk about what to do next. Like she's so good at this stuff.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Like with this sadness, like I love this story, but also, you know, I hope you guys understand this feeling. I'd do anything to go back to bombing fish with Klee. You know, it's such a crazy feeling, right? Because it's like this story is incredible. I love seeing this game. I need to see more of it. Kind of like I said when in the 100th episode, where I was like, you know, if I stayed in Mondstadt, there'd be no sadness, but also at the same time, we wouldn't be able to progress forward and find her sister.
Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Go on, Paimon. Thief wizard. Top 10 characters all time. Paimon number
This was only a
one.
temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Okay. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sabazu. I can never pronounce it. Sorry. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will continue your journey immediately. So I was hoping that I'd be able to give you this to you before that. This is a note from, isn't it? I don't know if I'll be able to handle it, but we have to. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in search of her. Because you guys love lore and folk tales, I was wondering if, and just a sidetrack here, because it's actually a good time to say it, if you guys would be interested in if I read a book for a video on Irish folk tales and Irish lore, if you guys would be interested in that. Just some very interesting stories maybe you guys might be interested in. It's actually like, I think you guys would love it because like a lot of it is like stuff that could be like a story in like Genshin or something. Maybe if you guys would be interested in that. Gondoharville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that the green light was near the water source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of the Lesser Kusanali at work. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of the water sources via the natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gananoharaville then? So the idea that, well, we know that Lesser Lord Kusanali has appeared in people's dreams many a times and has talked to people many times. Has talked to Dunyazard before as well. So to me, and has also appeared to us and talked to us before. After Mama passed away, after Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark. I couldn't sleep, but one day I heard her voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Lesnar Kusanali must be watching over me. Poor child, I hope that the Sumeru festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then. As well, she is indeed a gentle god. Yes, so this is another child who's also experienced this. There was this one time when I had a wee bit too much to drink and I couldn't find myself a way to save my life. Because I couldn't find my way home to save my life. Man, drinking and like trying to get home is so freaking crazy. It's so crazy. I don't drink anymore. I don't have anything against drinking. Personally, I don't drink. I just don't drink anymore. Then when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesor Kusanali. She was very tall and almost muscular arms. And she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that it must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure if this was much value of reference. That's probably just a tree, right? These folks are these folk records appended with Dunyazard references and opinions leave every page densely packed.
Wow. Dunyazad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away.
You're going to kill me again. This character is so special. Have you ever had like a side character like this apart from me? Like, you know, Tepe as well, I feel like as well. The way they do side characters in this are still so special.
Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about.
So devastating.
She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right?
She was such a great person.
If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Oh, Paimon. So sad. The writing is so good, showing his frustrations like this, because he deserves to be frustrated, right? Like it's talk to the other dungeons are like, and like one thing that like is like I appreciate so much in this game is that like they show that our main character is not just an empty vessel sometimes for us to project ourselves onto. It's a character that has their own emotions, their own feelings. They progress as they go forward, like they get more sad. They've experienced so much at this stage that like they have changed as an individual. Their dialogue choices change. The way to interact with people changes. Their patience changes. Everything has changed. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Look at this shot.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I feel better if I say this out loud. Oh my god, Wonder. Oh. What's he gonna say? Stop. Fuck me. What the fuck? Apologies for swearing, but like, holy hell.
Traveler?
What do we even like do in this situation?
You must be exhausted.
Thanks for always looking out for us, Paimon.
Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Jesus Christ. And now we're seeing all the, like, what is it? Like, what did I do to this game? Like, what did I do to this game? Are they trying to show me a connection? Wait.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilou's dance of Sub-Zero.
That's all she wanted to see. I can barely recall it now.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Wait.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
No. No. No.
Yes, Traveler.
What? No.
What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets.
What? Where are we going this time?
Look at these shots, like, to watch the dance. That's the answer? I can't, this has been so too much. Too much for Calvin. Whew. Whew. This has been too much for Calvin. Like, I appreciate this game so much. I really do. I didn't expect it to hit this hard. I really didn't. I swear to God, I will literally kill you freaking academia nuts. I will academia nuts. That actually, I didn't mean to say it like that, but you know what? Works.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
I'll investigate my boot into both of your heads. Now, please stop this.
The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Oh my God, the strutting. The actual strut into here. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler.
Yeah, I'm the traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
Well, yeah, well, he's sick of this. He's sick of this. They're noticing something about the traveler.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
What? They're puppets.
Oh, of course.
What?
If this is the sage's plan, they won't
Yes.
put themselves
Oh my God,
through
that's so smart.
this. So they're just substitutes.
Yeah, so just do your dance.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
What's up with these flowers? The flowers. The transition. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Bodhisattvas went extinct after her death. Yes, the Greater Lord brought forth new Bodhisattvas in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
The Great Lord brought forth flowers around the memory of the goddess of flowers, but only she can never replicate. Wait. The transitions in this are incredible. They're incredible.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Bodhisattvas?
Oh.
Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, Al?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Wait, is Nilou?
Huh?
It's Nilou. Imagine if the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting
It's Nilou!
weird.
It's Nilou! And so good. So good.
Disappeared. So Nilou's the host. What a surprise!
This is incredible. This is incredible.
Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilou's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage.
Oh my god.
It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilou assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower
This is
pots.
great. This is absolutely great.
So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilou?
Well, I didn't, but
To
Wander's
end the
incredibly
samsara,
smart.
We need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilou realize?
Say you're dreaming, girl.
Am I dreaming?
Oh.
Huh?
There we go.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
I can't get, like, again, I'm sorry to point this out, like, I love the hair color. I know I'm always pointing this stuff out, but, like, design is so important to me, and it just always striking us, so I always have to get it out of my head sometimes.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage.
Holy
As if all the
hell.
knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream.
So he asked to be back there, and he got back
His
there.
wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
Okay. So... Okay, let's just...
So the first sage
Yeah,
was
that's what I was thinking,
dreaming
yeah.
ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
This dream should be over soon. Yeah.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too.
So, you gonna do the dance? Please?
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
Oh my god, Reg, you're gonna get to see this. I've waited a long time for this. Let's go. Oh my god.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zerus.
Oh my god, we actually finally got to see this. The music. I'm so freaking, oh my god. She's really good. She's really good. Look at this, oh my god. The dream is disappearing. Is that what I'm interpreting this as? Man, the fact that we got to see this in the end at all.
I'd be lying if I said I had
don't
no
stop.
regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
She's so good. No. Jesus Christ. She's so good. She's so good. So beautiful. She was so good. Oh my god. Wait, we're back here? I can't get over how good that dance was.
My mom feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
It was worth the wait. It was worth the entire wait. I love, and again, I appreciate dance moves at all myself. Like I love the idea of like dancing to performative stuff as well, like that. So beautiful. The visuals are so beautiful. My head hurts.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival!
Yeah.
Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
I remember now. Look at the two of them. Quick, take
off your Akasha terminal!
At the end of the dance, he saw... Yes. Quick, let's go see... Is she okay? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go. Oh, do they not remember everything?
What usual spot?
They might not remember everything. Is she lying there? Is she lying there? Is Nahida here? Well, she is. Wait! Is that Catherine? Ad Astra Abyssosque?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
Nahida? What the hell?
I'm sorry, who
Is she actually okay?
Dunyarzad!
Oh my god.
Hey! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Devastating.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you.
What do you need to tell me?
I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zero.
You saw through your dream. This is so good. Holy, that's the end of it. What? What the hell is...
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
So the whole time, Catherine was Nahida?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
Oh my god. Oh my, wait, we should just see if how she's doing. Me being like, yeah, she's okay, see you later. How are you doing?
What's going on? Why are you two so excited to see me?
Sonya's like, you have no idea.
Hasn't it only been a night?
You have no idea.
It's actually been much longer than that.
Oh? Strange. Was I really asleep that long?
Oh my god.
No wonder I have such a headache.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous stuff. Oh my god. I'm like, my head's gonna hurt from smiling, but... And we have Fischl. I'm just always happy to see Fischl, in fairness.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
Yeah.
It's such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sumeru's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream.
Okay.
Where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much
That's
longer
awesome.
if it
That's
hadn't been
awesome.
for you two breaking the samsara.
I'm so happy.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
A very
Not a moment too soon.
a very happy ending is a light way to put it.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
This is so weird,
Hmm.
but it's welcome at the same time.
I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me,
Yes,
right?
let's go.
After all,
Yeah.
you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
So, about what I saw in that dream at the Aviada forest.
At the Avidia forest,
Aviada,
there was
okay.
this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
It was huge.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me. Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
This was a lot of emotions.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret. King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard.
So she's
some
calling it
conspiracy.
conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean? I still haven't managed to decipher it.
I'm okay with that.
Even
I'm
the
okay with that.
Akasha
So
isn't
many things
currently
were
capable
asked
of doing
today,
that.
and so many questions are still out there. I'm kind of like okay with not having my mind completely destroyed, you know?
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why
Beautiful
I
sky.
kept trying to decipher it.
Okay.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick. Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain. The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that.
That's so cool.
With
That's
you
so
here,
cool.
We may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must
Yeah.
decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors
Whew.
that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as to
Yeah, I'm actually very interested. This story is so incredible so far. I cannot wait to decipher this stuff. Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses? Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
Come into my mind. Let's talk. Hey, Nahida, how are you? Reading any good books lately? That actually sounds terrifying, though.
The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha.
Like, this is a terrifying... Like, here's the thing. It's beautiful in a way that, like, how it's connected, but it's still terrifying to me.
I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness.
Yeah, that's... Okay, that's
When
great.
necessary,
That's great. That's
I
great.
just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
This Snezhnayan puppet?
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret?
What?
So Catherine is... No.
Hold up.
Wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own...
Wait, we're gonna brush past
Why
this?
do you need to borrow other
Can
people's?
we...
Don't you live in the sanctuary of
talk about this?
Surasthana? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me,
Right.
but I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So that's where they were kind of like, yo, like, this is just disappointing, which, man, has to put a lot of pressure on your head.
So, the sages basically put their new archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation.
Yeah.
And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence
No,
has
but
little
the way
meaning.
this is, Nahida, is the reason that is because, like, if you if you give someone no problems or tasks, right? Of course, they're gonna stay the kind of same their whole life, really. But if you weren't given a chance, there's no way you can see if you were able to, at governing this country. You know what I mean? If it was already taken away from you and you don't know how to do it and you haven't been given a chance, of course they're gonna be better at it because they've done it. And I do agree she's fantastic.
A lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's
Look what she did
festival.
today.
Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime.
But I do think that, yeah, like, I think it's a noble goal to live up to being, like, I don't think it's a bad thing to when someone wants to be better or someone wants to get better. I just think that, like, a lot of her doubts come from stuff that, like, is beyond her control.
Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there.
You've done that so well.
Doing all that should be enough.
Look at the people you've affected for the rest of your life. That whole dance was for you.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of
That we know
line.
of.
I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire.
There you go.
I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something. Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related? Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them.
You're thinking like a true archon.
But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me.
This is what we said about Zhongli. Do you remember with Zhongli? There was like this thing of like, because we always try to be like, I always like strive to be, I should say, like in this game, like to be good, because I feel like it's what we want, and it's what we want other people to have the impression of, and to move on like that. We want everyone to feel like they are worth something. So implanting them with something that's actually like nice rather than just being cruel is always the best way to go about it for me. But when we saw Zhongli punish those people that time, and we heard about him punishing people, right? The same with Venti. Venti has punished people in the past. You have to. He did. Remember, he literally came down from the heavens to Vanessa to give her the ability to punish people. Right? It's the job of an archon, and even though it sounds kind of scary, it's needed.
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams? Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up? It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's like, say, like, it's like someone who has lived one way their whole life. Say if you lived without internet your whole life, right? Your whole life you lived without internet. And that's why I was like, I didn't have internet until I was like into my late teens almost, like, because like it wasn't really like as common as you'd think in Ireland. But like one of the craziest things about it was like people would be like, man, that's so bad. That's so terrible. Like, how do you live like that? And I'm just like, should I be upset? Like, should I be upset right now? Because, like, literally my whole life was literally just, like, I go home, I can text people, I just play games or watch my Blu-rays or DVDs, and then the next day I go into, like my town and hang out with friends again. Like, there was never anything, like, I didn't miss it. And in this case, it's like, okay, if no one cared and no one cares enough to, like, change anything, is everyone going to be, like, no one's going to be trying to, like, get upset over anything because they don't notice it. It's like, it's not something that's in their life.
Misdirection? The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to
there we go. Yeah.
is a sign
Holy
of
hell, yeah.
wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of
It's
honor.
like the kids even think that way. I don't want to think about the R&R anymore because I'm a grown-up.
Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha.
Yeah, my God, this is such a cool story.
With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like it's so interesting how that works, isn't it? Like just like, hey, like if you make anyone feel embarrassed for doing something, especially on a worldwide scale, it can affect a lot of people. And it takes more than one person to step up and be like, no, I'm going to dream a bit. I'm going to keep my dreams going. And imagine if one person has a dream, they're not going to say they have a dream.
By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Awful stuff.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory.
Nahida,
seekers
thank you
of
so
knowledge.
much.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy.
Rest as long as you want.
I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sumeru Samsara.
Can we check on Nilou as well?
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
Heck yeah.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Special. What a special story. What a special story.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Hello, Shneznaya, Katharina. How are you?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd...
How often does Paimon have to make up stories? The poor girl.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel
Maintenance?
sometime. Oh, I'm fine.
This is crazy.
I better go.
We're just brushing
Thank
by
you.
this.
We spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Wow.
Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves
Yes,
busy.
so that's the next quest, of course. Did we get a story quest there? Or yeah, we did. The story begins in our reign. No, that's the other one. Sorry. This is the world quest. This is the story quest. Was there a new world quest? The World of R&R, the Golden Slumber. In Aru Village, there is a merchant from Monster who needs help from adventurers. Is this, what's this one? This is new. Course authority recruiting. The course authority is hiring assistant, intended candidates, candidate contact. That sounds actually fun, doesn't it? Outside the canvas, you once again encounter illustrator Asugari and Fontaine. Okay, that's a different one. Okay. So that actually sounds pretty fun. Guys, this was incredible. This was one of the, like, probably I would say, maybe it's a bold claim, in terms of presentation, in terms of shots, in terms of the way that it looks, in terms of the way they presented the actual story itself, how it was paced, everything, I think that it was just like incredible.
The wind knows.
Like, it was like, and here's the thing, like, that's saying a lot because, like, I've played through Inazuma, which to me was actually genuinely, like, in terms of a story, was one of my favorite stories in the game. Probably my favorite story in the game. And now here I am again in this beautiful place. Look at this. And I'm like, this is also just freaking gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm having such a freaking great time, and I'm so freaking happy. The story's only gonna get thicker from here, I can tell. I can't wait to find out what's gonna be happening next. Oh, now I can actually use my keys. I can use my keys. Yes. And we said we wanted to talk to Nilou. This is awesome. This is super, super awesome. And I love the way these are paced, by the way. Because remember, like, and here's the thing. I love this pacing of this because they can do this. In Inazuma, they couldn't do it because it would not make sense for the story to pace the story quest where you could do the story quests, the non-mandatory ones, like in between Archon quests and things like that. It wouldn't work. It just would not work, and it just wouldn't. Because then story-wise, it wouldn't make sense. You couldn't do the Ayato story quest, or the Yaimiko story quest, or the Raiden Shogun story quest, or any of the story quests that came after the story, because they're all about the rebuilding of Inazuma. You couldn't do Kazuha's story quest. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for supporting the series. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Genshin Impact. Beautiful story. Loved meeting Nahida. Absolutely adore this place. Strong emotions throughout this whole story, and I can't wait to see where this idea of the puppets go. I can't wait to see where the idea... Obviously, Catherine's going to relate more, I'd say, to... I'd say she would know something about Shneznaya then, and that's probably where we're going to be talking to Catherine. And we have Sayu's Sleep, which we haven't used in a while. I want to get better with those teams. I think I want to definitely practice with them, so maybe we might use those teams. I think one of the biggest issues with Sayu is that her actual... talents weren't leveled up, and I think that's why she wasn't doing a lot of damage. Yeah, you can see here, like, she can level up her talents, which is what we want. So I might level up her basic talent just so she's doing more damage at the very least. This was definitely the issue with her character for a while, is that she just wasn't doing enough damage. Because it was like, I remember I was like, why is she doing a lot of damage? And that's definitely why. Let's go check out the rest of this. Also, actually, I should say before we move on further as well, I do have, because people were talking about, oh, Benny. People were talking about a Farazan constellation level 6. I do have the 6. And when I looked at it the other day, I was like, when did I get the 6? And I remember, if you remember, a while back in a video, I said I recorded like 10 minutes of the Spiral Abyss to see if I can get more gems so I could get Scaramouche. This was back in May. And I said, oh, people want to see it, I'll put it into a video. And I must have just completely forgotten to put it in a video. But yeah, I did get another Farazan in that little 10-minute recording when I wished to see if I could get Scaramouche. Obviously, if I got Scaramouche in that, I would have been like, oh, here we go. But yeah, I do have a C6 Farazan, which I always usually put recordings of. Like, I never wished off camera. Even then, I was recording the video. I like to keep all the wishes with you guys. So I do apologize that we didn't get to see the C6, but at least we do have a C6. And again, I got this all the way back in May. And some people might be like, well, Calvin, like, how did you not notice? And it's like, guys, how many times are you shouting at me in the comments to, like, check out this or check out this? I'm sure there's characters here I still haven't, like, activated the constellations on. It's always something that, like, definitely, like, it dissipates from my mind sometimes. Well, anyway, yeah, that's good. So we can definitely use Farazan in a Scaramouche build. Yeah, it was Scaramouche, Benny, Layla, and Farazan, which actually is very doable. We have those characters. I don't think we have a constellation on Layla, though. I think we might do. I don't know. Oh, we have a C5 on Layla. Okay, see, this I didn't even know. But we'll take it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, I never know. Like, I'm always just like, you guys know I just click the constellations as well. I just go click, click. Let's talk. Very happy about that, though. Grandpa Amadea. Oh, Rana's friends. Unfortunately, Rana should be patrolling Rana should be patrolling the forest day. We'll keep it secret. I don't think he knows. We'll keep it secret then. Yeah, we know. We're here to ask if you have a musical instrument that you can lend us. A musical instrument? Give me a minute. I will go get it. It looks like a Mondstadt-style instrument. Grandpa Amadea, can you lend it to us? A very long time ago, I met a bard in the forest. She gave me this lyre as a keepsake. Dreams of the garden, memories of the forest, and the pomegranate sings, the apples clap. What a beautiful tune. I'll lend it to you. Use it to light up the darkness in the forest, and perhaps it will reach your ears. We'll perform well. I love how confident Wander is, really. We'll return it to you. Grandpa Amadea, thanks. I do like that they added so many layers to Wander's character now. Oh, the traces. Yeah, there's traces here as well. She's right. Oh, and there's a boat. Should we take the boat? Go to where Varanara is. Over here? Oh, I think they do want us to get into the boat. But yeah, they added so many layers to his character now. Because now I love that, like, ever since we sang once. We sang just literally once for, like, a Whopper flower. An activated Whopper flower. And ever since he's been like, I am the American Idol. I am on X Factor. This is so cool. Speaking of which, besides the instance involving youth and Alfonso, Pine ones of our village are even aware of this, yeah. So Aranara is a secret of the children in Vermont. Pine wonders how much Arana knows about the disappearance. Is Arana linked to this? Let's use this opportunity to organize the clues we have. Subidea was the first to go missing. She went into the forest, got her herbs for her grandpa Amadea. Next, Kavus went into the forest to meet a friend and discuss Subidea's situation, but he went missing too.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
That friend was meaning should be Aranar. I'm trying to like move around so we can read this. Doesn't that mean it was Aranar who took the children? The Arana took the children? Arana punched them all in a way into the village with one punch. Paimon doesn't think that's what happened. Okay, I need to read that again because I just got a little distracted with the violence there. Give peace a chance, eh, buddies? This is so cool. I forgot that I have my audio still recording. Subidea was the first to go missing. She went into the forest. Okay, where am I looking for this? That friend was meaning should be Arana. I'm trying to like move around so we can read this. Doesn't that mean it was Arana who took the children? The Arana. Arana punched them all the way into the village with one punch, and because Arana's punch was so strong, the impact made them suffer from amnesia. I don't... Okay, so she was joking around, maybe? Okay. Shut up, Calvin. Seriously, shut up. Give peace a chance over there in the boat, by the way. Like, seriously, you were having a relaxing day in the boat, and you let me ruin it. That says more about you than it does about me, to be honest. I'm just living my life. You ruined your own day. Me? Just living my life. Me? Couldn't be bothered. Me? Couldn't give an absolute shite about what you're saying. You? Getting up off your boat on your nice trip and on your nice day off to fight me. To me, that says a lot about you. Me? Just having a good day. You? Acting up. Well, this is Sumeru City. Very cool. This is a beautiful trip. Even if they get lost, Arana will help them protect them. Paimon knew it. It was Arana who helped the children and sent them back to the village. So Arana sent them back to the village. Okay. Paimon wants of Eotham's, meaning the Vitui, really happened by chance. Lucky we were Arana and we were able to get to Eotham in time. Oh my god, look at these. I love the hillagers I love observing them. I love seeing them in the wild. We never fight them, of course. There's so many around here. No, I'm not fighting. I'm gonna crash my boat. I just crashed my boat. This is such a cool idea. Like, let's go on the boat back to where oh yeah, we're going to a different location as well here. So people did mention that we were going to need to do, to really, how do I say it? To really like find every location we want to on the map. We're really gonna have to like actively do the world quest as well if we want to get to the locations we want to get to. We've interacted quite a bit with the villagers during our travels, but Paimon has never seen a race like the Arnara. Everything will be fine, right, Wonder? It will be, yeah, for sure. Paimon thinks the children of Vimara village know that the Arnara for a long time. They seem to, they probably learned it from the Arnara. Nara sounds like it means human. Oh, okay. So that's how they learned the name, I guess? But yeah, like, I also agree. I think that the children definitely did know about... Let's go over and get this. The, actually, no, let's go get that, no, we should have a clear idea of the map always where we're going. Meet my ski? No, we just travel over here. Another beautiful location here with all the alligators, I guess. But yeah, but it's good we have a C6 Farazan. Yeah, I think I must have gotten it back in May when we were doing that Spiral Abyss wishing thing. In fact, I distinctly remember being like, okay, yeah, if you want to see that video, we can put it in the actual, but I just never did because I think there was so much going on at the time. Yeah, but I make it like a thing that I never want to record. Like, I record, like, farming and stuff like that. Wishing, I always make sure I'm recording, and I was recording at the time. I just think that I just never put it into a video, unfortunately. But it was like, the reaction was like, oh, cool. Man, the withering again. Let's go sort this out. Where's the... Here it is. Meet my ski. I actually do like using Sayo, yeah, and thanks to I think some of the comments is pointing out like right away when they saw that I wasn't doing too good with Sayo. They're like, well, is she leveled up? Like, does she have her like music is so cool. Did she have her talents leveled?
What was that escape method again? Way I go!
Really sick stuff.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Well, okay, we've already used Pyro on these guys. It's over. We might as well just go for it. Yeah, I forgot about the, you know, the rule. I forgot about the rule when it comes to fighting these guys. But look, we'll do it. But I don't even think that these guys give any spores. So, like, I'm not, like, too, worried about it, to be honest. Well, they do, I think, but, like, I think, yeah, obviously depends on, like, how you kill them. But, yeah, we definitely messed up killing them this way. But look, we already started killing them this way. As far as I'm concerned, we just go for it.
I'm out of here.
Sayo's actually good. Oh, wait, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, Sayo's actually legitimately good. A legitimately, like, really good character. And the thing is, like, I find as well for me,
Mission accomplished.
like, I don't really mind if a character is, like, really, really good or not. It's a nice bonus, right? It's a nice bonus. But I do also, I love, like, how do I say it? Like, I love creating parties that are like weird and like, you know, because I think I have a mostly sub DPS. Is that what it's called? Sub DPS? Like support DPS, I guess? In a lot of my parties. Wow, look at that. And we unlocked the whole thing here as well. And that's the boss we need to get to for Calais. And that's the desert, right? That must be the desert. Because we've heard talk of the desert. I don't want to go up here just yet because I think it's going to probably bring us there in the story. But yeah, like I'm liking the opinion I have on parties is just always the same. Is like I like creating a good party, but also at the same time, I don't mind if it doesn't turn out to be the best in the world. You know, it's just like okay, like this is a cool little rock thing, isn't it? It's like okay, we did like it's not the best team in the world, but it'll do. And I always go on like I'm not gonna put a character on my team really if I don't warm up to them or if I don't think they're cool. Now, I think the one difference was when I first saw Nahida, I was like, oh, not really my favorite style of character. But then, like, using her was, like, the most fun in the world. So it's like, okay, we can definitely do that as well. But now that I've met her in the game, I'm like, no, it is actually a really cool, like, because it fits her personality so well, the actual style of her character. I love the music in this as well. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like, you know, when you learn a personality of a character, it can actually make, like, their, either the outfit or the style like mean a lot more and like actually you appreciate a lot more, to be honest. I love this little move here. Oh, get Sayud. This isn't like, remember like when I first did the get Sayud, it was like the most powerful thing in the game. And now it's like we're lucky if it like does anything really. But then, in fairness though, her Get Sayu talent is also not leveled up. So there's that. Really cool enemy designs in this game. One of the things I actually genuinely love about Genshin though, as expected, Lunja's terrible luck poured into months of payment into the game. We practically lost our shirt. Those cheats from Golden Mouse drove us out. We've had to come here to camp first. The air was damp and the fuel for our weapons was running low, but Lunja was cheerful as usual and said she smelled big business. Zuri was there weeping since the gold axe he ordered was ruined. His relationship with Angnar's foster daughter was probably doomed as well. I had to give him in and punch him in the face to stop the wailing. Wow. They always say, you know, you gotta punch in the face to stop the wailing.
Nap time.
Nap time. If only the people in the wailing movie knew. Oh, I love this. I love the way like the nature looks at this. Hey, stop that. Now you're getting swirly dirly. Look at this. This is you. This is your life now. This you made this. Oh my god, it's like a little camp of them. Look at that vaporize, by the way. I actually really like using Sayu. Sayu is really fun.
Let's light it up.
No rest for the wicked.
Look at that. That's so fun. Just like constant motion into this. And of course we can use it for traversal as well. Which is also fun. Oh, the mushrooms. She's out of here. Yeah, we want to kill these guys as much as possible.
Let me read you a verse.
Yeah, Sayu's probably not going to be great against... Maybe at least against the mushrooms, possibly. You know what I mean? Just get the mushrooms as much as possible. Yeah, but everything else is not going to be fantastic. But we're just trying to get the fungal spores. I think we have the fungal spores now. Oh no, there's one more left here. This is called the roller doler. If you've never known the roller doler, you don't know how to live. This is so sick. Like, I actually do like the dynamics of this new the dynamics of this new way of doing combat, where you have to like kind of like succumb to like a certain style. Sometimes you can't always use the same side if you want some farming mechanics. You can change like how the world works based on the elements. To me, it kind of like if I look at it from like a dev's perspective, it's like a really cool way of like mechanically changing the game without it being like too intrusive. You know? And also, you know, forcing players to try new things is always a good thing. In a way that like makes them be more prepared. Because if you were using the same teams and had the same characters all this time, it does force you to kind of like change a bit. Like, and I feel like that's what it did for me. It's like it forces me to use like Xingqiu, what I've been saying I should be using more of since the beginning. You guys have been saying that too. He is like an underutilized character that I have. I think we've been getting better at it. But yeah, I was gonna say what I love about Genshin is that like you have to live with a lot of the stuff you do because it's like it's a game that like, look how pretty this is, the colors and everything. It's so vibrant.
Adventure time.
And I do like that like you can't just like reload a save. We need Baija to help Ravana to cover. Okay, we'll do this. When we're helping Ron, the children in the village, right? This is so neat. Look at that. Look at that.
Time to act.
Ninjutsu.
Ninjutsu. I say that like once a day. You guys know that. You know, ninjutsu. I probably shouldn't actually though. Someone's gonna think I'm looking for a fight. Me in the shop. Ninjutsu. What do you see? Sayu's so good. Sayu's so fun to use.
Can I go back and sleep now?
Oh man, this is taking us into like uncharted territory. Is that a cave? This is a neat little quest. Taking us into super uncharted territory. Paimon thinks the Varanara Arana told us should be nearby. Okay. Oh my god. Sayu, do you see this? It's gorgeous. It's magical. It's like this game, this whole, like Sumeru is magical. It's such a gorgeous location. And is this where their little houses are? No way is this little houses. Oh my god, let's take their food. This is so neat. This is such a... It feels like I entered into a different world. It feels like I'm in a new location. Oh my god, look, it's even like a freaking guy, a Sealy. The surround structures are all around us. Are the houses just look like the ones before? Yes, they do. You're right. And there are many too. It's almost like a village. Yeah, it's like a little Aranara village. Which I cannot be more excited for. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Where are you leading me to? Even the water feels like it's like filled with like bubbles and magic, you know? And the music as well. It's a really glorious place. Like I'm enjoying myself a lot in this. Look at this. Look at that. Where'd you go? Did you go above? There you are. Oh, man. The little waterfall on the side, too. Thank you, Sealy. You didn't do my voice once the whole time. I was really mesmerized. I'm so sorry.
What's in here?
It's
Maybe
okay.
a cook serum?
Will I still get my acting day wait? No. No, you won't. You didn't do anything. Will I still get my work day money? No, you didn't. I don't pay you. Who pays me? I don't. Oh my god. Oh my dear lord. This is gorgeous. It is a little village. It's like a village of Aranara. And there's like a tree over here. It's like their own little city. There's another tree. We saw this before, by the way. Remember we saw... like the magic within the tree branches here. We saw that. Something similar. I think we saw something like that. This place is like a village. And we saw someone watching us there. Juan, do you remember the small stone houses while were camping with Rena? Small and round. They're all over this place. It's like a kingdom for little people. So for me. If this Vanara Rana that Arana told us about, it should be the home of the Aranara. But there's no one here that we know. There is someone here, we just don't see them yet. Are they hiding from us? I can sense gazes. Paimon doesn't sense anything, but you've always had a keen eye, Wonder. So maybe we should do as Arana said and sing the tune she taught. Yeah, let's go, let's sing. Was it Rhythm of the Great Dream? Paimon thinks so. Enter our dreams, our world. I'll start now. What if singing attracts wildflowers? Let's just play musical instrument instead. No. Paimon can't wait for both Wander's performance and the world of Aranara. Yeah, that's a supportive person. Paimon is the person that would let us go on the X Factor even though we suck. You know, it's like, hey, she's not, she's very supportive. You know what I mean? But like, God, maybe she shouldn't let us on the X Factor. I can't wait to hear you sing. These strange arches known as phantasmal gates complete I thought we were playing some music. Complete the challenge within and perhaps something good will happen. Play Arana's song on the vintage lyre in front of the phantasmal gate to awaken it. After this, enter the arch and undertake the challenges. During the challenge, you must collect all phantasmal seeds and return to the phantasmal gate. I'm so ready. Within the limit. If you're hit by attacks from opponents during this time, the time allowed for your challenge will decrease. Yeah. Try and hit me. Famous last words. After you've entered the phantasmal gates, certain special dream flowers will appear. Standing within the barrier of that these flowers project will cause opponents to forget your existence and allow you to exit combat. Additionally, activating these dream flowers with Electro will allow them to mark your location of the ring. That's such a cool mechanic. How do we play it? Just go into the menu, maybe? Is it actually a menu thing? Hold on a second now. There it is. It is a menu thing. Very cool. No. No, I'm playing it wrong. It has to be right into... Wait, what? Wait, what? How am I doing this wrong? Hold to raise the key. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Me. It's this one. It's the lower key. No, it's in that. I'm an idiot. I can do this. That's so neat. Oh my god. That is the coolest thing ever. And then we enter through here to do the challenge. So to collect these, how many do I have to collect again? Is there a specific amount? There is 15. Yeah, 15. So we can do this. Where are you? Oh my god, let's go get him. This is so appreciated. This is so appreciated. Holy hell. This is a glorious time for all of us to live here in this world, in this universe. This is the greatest day of our lives. Guys, oh my god, there's one up there. I know I can see them, but like, I like the challenge. Let's go. This is so, look at the purple sky as well. Did we get the one over here? How do we get that? Is that one? No, that's a different thing altogether. We wasted our little challenge, but it's okay. It's okay. Is that a... Okay, that's another mushroom over there. So how many did we get? We got 8. We got 8. 9. Look at that right there. There we go. 10. Let's go again. Let's get rid of all our homes. All of our assurances and safeties. What a day. One more over here. What a fun challenge, man. That is so good. That is so good. Offer the seeds. Offer the seeds. I'm in love.
Destiny has brought me hither.
Destiny has brought us hither. That is beautiful. That is one of my favorite mini games I've ever played in this game. Like, that is so fun. That is such a fun mechanic. And it wasn't annoying. The traces vanish here, but it's a strange symbol. Do we have to play more music? Let's give the tuner a try. So it is like a thing where like, raise it higher. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo. Oh my god, it fits. It fits. Look at her play this. Look, a fish will play this. Wait, can we get a better angle? No, this is a good angle. We'll use it that way. I love the challenge. I love eventually it's probably gonna become more of a challenge. I love the idea of it. Oh, no, Aranara. I love all of it. This is a really cute design too, isn't it? Ick, don't capture me. I'll give no a tracer. What's a tracer anyway? We don't want to capture you. Don't be afraid. This is Paimon. He's Wander. We're good, Nara. What's her name? Oh, you're good, Nara? Great. This is so surreal. Look at its little scarf as well. It was Arana who taught you that tune, right? I'm Arama. Arana may trust you, both of you, but everyone here is scared seeing Nara and Varanara. Aren't you afraid as well? I was afraid, but the golden Nara has been to many places. The tiny dandelions and spores with you are all saying that you're very, very good, Nara. That is beautiful! Oh my god, and the music as well. This is the best. Whoa, Nara can communicate with plants, even spores? That's convenient. How strange. Spores are not plants. If you say that loudly in the forest, plants will be sad, and spores will be angry, and might even turn into fungi. Let's not fuss over details, shall we? This is me sometimes with people in the comments. Hey, come on now. Anyway, this Varanara, it feels so similar to the place we were found in the treasure, but it's slightly different. It doesn't have a huge rock house, but... Feeling a little disappointed? It isn't what Paimon expected. Paimon thought the Varanara would be a lively Aranara village, where everyone will be dancing, Arana dances, eating Aranara food, and completing Aranara commissions. And an Aranara Catherine. Paimon's sauce didn't run that wild. Yeah, mine did though. Everyone in Vanarana, but because everyone's afraid, we still can't let both of you inside, even if Nara Wander is golden. Golden, is it rare? What about silver? Is silver rare? Silver is rare, Paimon. Silver just like the moon. Very, very good. So here is of course she loves a good compliment. So here isn't Vanarana. This isn't Vanarana actually. This is Vanarana. But not the real Varanara. So it is Varanara or not? If you help Varanara, everyone would be afraid, and you could enter the real Vanarana. Come with me. Help Aranara. I'm so bad at this. Aranara, and get the tracer. I guess now you mean the treasure. Sure, we'll help you. This is so good. Help the Aranara, so we have to help them out. And there's also like a thing we can activate here. Here in the Paimon makes it's just over here in the. It's so low down. That's like one of the lowest down platforms ever. This is so good. This is so neat. You guys know, and I think a lot of you guys said it before. You guys do know, like I love stories like this. I love magical stories like this. I love stories that like feel like I'm a kid again. Like it feels so like this is just beautiful. Again, like I know I say it all the time because it's how I feel. This is the stuff that would have driven me mad as like a little kid, and I would have watched it on VHS 300 times over and over again. You know what I mean? So we have to defeat the fungi? Fair enough.
No, my sword!
Try to get a little swirl of these guys. A little swirly dirly, never hurt nobody.
And away I go! I'm about to...
Don't worry, Sai, I'm not gonna let you get her. I think Sai was like level 70 at the very least, but she has like good artifacts, I believe. You guys are like really good at like flying around when I need to kill you guys, you know? No, we're not doing bubbles. We patched out bubbles in the previous episodes. I literally told them to patch out bubbles. So if they didn't patch out bubbles, that means Hoyoverse doesn't actually listen to me. Whatever shall I do? Hoyoverse, please patch out the bubbles. Patch out bubbles and whopper flowers. Saya's actually really good at just like maintaining like a fight with someone, you know, like just like keeping it like this. I think she's really good at it. It takes us a bit longer because, of course, I feel like, you know, we're not utilizing the full party. With the full party with Sayu, she's fantastic. And I think I have no problem using her a lot more. I think I was just worried because, like, we get so used to, like, Eula, Kazuha, and Xiao. But, of course, like, we're going to have Scaramouche as, like, a character we're going to be using, too. We're going to be, I can't wait to use, like, Farazan and Layla and stuff like that. And, like, characters we haven't even used at all, you know? That, to me, is going to be the most exciting thing. We're actually just literally helping them. Look, you can do this easily. Look at that. We're literally just helping them with little tiny tasks. I'm so happy. And I think it's the best way to do this quest, by the way. For me. Is literally just to, what we're going to do is, we're going to do it one bit every single week. So by the time, like, I think doing a bit every single week is literally going to mean that we're not even going to think about it. You know what I mean? Like, we're not even going to think about how long it is, because by the time we're, like, leaving Sumeru, we'll have this done. Maybe even before that. I think, actually, maybe even before that. But we'll see how things go. Like, when I enter into a world first, world, I know some people said it's not a world, which I know it's not a world. Obviously, it's a region. You're right. You're 100% correct. I guess it's just old video game speak that always comes back to haunt me. But yeah, when I enter into a new region, I tend to like to kind of like not plan too much, because I like to just like go with the flow, whatever exploration brings me and whatever I get to go and do. I feel like that's always the best way to go about it sometimes for me. But I understand that, like, for some people it's kind of like a little bit, how do I say it? Like, you know, some people kind of like will like to know what's next. I usually have a vague idea of what I want to do next.
I'm out of here.
But we didn't even get stuff for them, so we could have just killed them. You know what I mean? We, like, Eek, you want to eat fungi? So scary. No, we don't. We really don't. No, Paimon's just asking, though. Paimon gets more curious about their taste. Of course, Paimon's getting curious about the taste. There's something very scary that requires your help. Vangagi are invading. They're very dangerous. Now I want you to help because they're really scary. I'll help. No problem. Makes sound even scarier than Storm Terror. Anyway, let's go have a look. So there's a really scarier beast that are making sound even more terrifying than Storm Terror. Let's go. So yeah, and obviously, like, when it came to planning for this, it was a little bit different, because I think the last thing I want in any time I'm coming into Genshin is to feel like, you know, oh man, there's a real long quest. And it was that at first. It was like, oh god, there's a real long quest coming up. We just got here and already I'm like having to think about how we're going to do this like really long quest. But then I was like, okay, just do a little bit every... Holy hell. That little, like, an upside down pyramid? Look, Vanami, be careful. Even if you talk to him, the only response is rage and shooting flames. It's just a whopper flower. Oh, the track is so good. It's very dangerous, very dangerous. Let's see before the Varari notices. It's nothing. Anyway, don't worry, Arama. We'll help, right, Wonder? Since it's... Yeah, alright. I'll be careful now, Wonder. See, that's the thing. I love the way they're showing, like, the differences between us and what they see as a violence and what they see as a threat versus what we see as a threat. I love this little space here with the waterfall. And that's so true when it comes to this type of stuff, right? Because it's like... That's what would happen when it comes... Oh, we can use all of our guys here. That's what would happen in any, like, with different creatures, you know? Like, for us, like, legitimately, spiders aren't really genuinely a threat. Like, you know, like, say, like, a trapdoor spider, for example. Like, they will never come out of their, maybe I shouldn't talk about spiders, because, like, that can make people afraid. I'm sorry if because I know it's a common fear. Maybe, like, a better example would be just saying any little creature. Like, sometimes little creatures, you know, they don't see humans as, like, they're afraid of humans, right? So, like, if we talk to, like, a little bug who's afraid of a certain other creature and is like, hey, yo, that thing's gigantic and scary. Of course it's gonna be different for us, and it's different for everybody, man. That's what I freaking love about this. I love that they're showing that, like, to them a whopper flower is in, and of course a whopper flower would be dangerous, man. When you think about it, it's fire. It's freaking fire. Not fire as in cool. Fire as in, like, a literal fiery beast. Which I think is also... I'm only using this for the boost and for the healing. But then again, we're not even, like, doing, like, much physical boost here, are we? Like, of course, like, fire is going to be a threat to the forest. And I love the way as well he was like, hey, yeah, like, I tried to talk to them, but they just keep being violent. That's super neat. Like, the idea of like, I've been trying to speak to them for a while now, and they just keep doing the violence.
Gotta dash.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Everybody stand back!
Like, to me, that says like how like peaceful the Aranara are and how beautiful they are. Just having them be like, let's not meet again for Yami. Let's go to Slumber next. We can enter Varnara by playing an Aranara tune there. Sure thing. Thank you so much. These little dudes are awesome. Paimon doesn't tell what Slipana means, but Paimon thinks it refers to the stone with the runes on it. I love meeting these guys. And again, yeah, I love the cultural differences. I love what's so different about their world compared to our world. But I understand what Whopper Flower is. They're just like kind of annoying, aren't they? The way they pop in and out. I don't think anyone really likes fighting Whopper Flowers. Apart from you. You know who I'm talking about, you. Alright, already we've helped, so where's the treasure, Rama? It isn't treasure, the incantation to make Nara help. Isn't treasure the incantation to make Nara help? Why isn't Paimon surprised at all? I thought... Anyway, how did you learn to use the word treasure like that, Arama? I've observed Nara, and I noticed that they become very good and very willing to help other Nara once they hear the word treasure. Nara, like, Paimon would fall for it. It's true. Hey, treasures are great. Don't look down on treasures. Paimon, this is literally your MO. I see. I've learned a lot. Thank you, Nara, Wonder, and Paimon. You're amazing. You're good, Nara. Help our Nara. Now, no one will be afraid to let you enter Vanarana. You can enter Vanarana by playing Nara's tune in front of Shilapna. Seriously cool stuff. Here we go again. Who knew Sai was so talented? I did. I said it before. Oh, they're all here! It seems like the same place, but... Oh, Paimon gets it. It feels completely different. Since we ride in the Van Rana, it's time to get Bija and help Rana. Bija? Bija, I see. Anyway, this is the real Van Rana. Or to be more precise, it's the Mahavaparamparana. What a long name, and there's so many A's. But we usually don't use its full name because it's too long. If explained in Nara's language, I know. It's Vanarana of Great Dreams. Dreams. Speaking of which, we met our Nara where the researcher was, and Wander seemed to have had a dream. We're in a dream now? It's a story from very, very long ago. I wasn't even a seed then. I was still in a slumber from Sarva. But after Varnarana was destroyed, we started living in this dream. Interesting past. It's very scary. I heard even the sky turned black. Trees swayed like grass on a field under the strong winds, and they fell to the ground. And then the very scary monsters were everywhere. Luckily, they all are stories, not memories. Anyway, if you wish to leave Vanarana's dream, sing the rhythm of the great dream from the Shibana, and return to here. Come with me, Araja, to find your way to Abija. So now we can, like, enter into this actual place. Oh my god. And they're actually all around the place. Nara hadn't been to Vanara in a very long time, and Nara Wanderer has proven to be good to Nara. Let's talk to these guys.
Arashot, you should admit defeat. Don't be like a stubborn twig that refuses to bend against strong guts. You will break just like it. Oh yeah, let's have another match. After the moon sinks and the sun rises again.
Look at this one! Oh my god!
The unseen and uncatchable that slips past the moon's gaze and encourages the growth of sprouts. This is so simple that the Arnara can immediately get the answer I need. Another whittle.
Oh my god. We are literally in a world of freaking Aranara. Look at this little bow tie!
Rama, you bring a Nara with you. Looks like my guess is correct. What's your special in our language? Honest spice? No, I don't understand. Totally don't understand.
Look at this big boy. This big chunky boy. Big chunky boy, get a hug.
Staffs are like trees, each with distinct disposition.
This is so impressive. This is so impressive. I'm so freaking impressed, guys. Guys, that's gonna do it for this video today. I cannot believe, like, the next time we go into that forest, we're gonna be exploring and, like, because I want to take my time and, like, talk to every single little creature we see there. I want to look around the area when all the little creatures are there. I don't want to rush this. I definitely don't want to rush this whatsoever. And I wanted to do a little bit today because I know that usually when we're doing other activities on our quests, sometimes we don't really have time to, like, add on stuff to the end of it. And I want to make sure that, like, you know, it's still very fun for me and fun for you guys as well. I'm having a blast with this, and I'm having a blast with Sumeru, and I can't wait to see more of Sumeru. For now, guys, I will say thank you so much to Never Gonna Pay to Be Big Thanks here on Patreon, Typhara2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yuld, Radish, Fruity, Shibata Bread, Malconte, V Mika, Death Trap, and Lynx Marky. And to say, like, exactly what I love about this area so far, this quest so far, is just, again, it, like, makes me feel like I'm watching those things that I did as a child, or a Ghibli movie or something like that, where I am like seated watching this beautiful world where you would love to live in. And while it's, like, you know, it's an interesting thing with the cultural shift and stuff, I guess what I love about this little quest so far is that we're, like, finding out something about the world and the magical aspects of the world and the lore of the world. And it's also, like, it's letting us have a different perspective on the forest, right? It's not just about the humans who live in here, it's also the creatures that live in there too and how they perceive the world too. And I'm very excited to see more of it. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.